In 1968, Andy Warhol, the enigmatic figure at the center of the pop art movement, was shot and nearly killed in a shocking act of violence that forever changed the course of his life and work. The shooter was Valerie Solanas, a radical feminist writer and the founder of the Scum Manifesto, Society for Cutting Up Men. Solanas had a complicated and strained relationship with Warhol. She had once acted in one of his underground films and had given him a script which she believed he had stolen or dismissed. Paranoid and increasingly unstable, she arrived at Warhol's studio, The Factory, on June 3, 1968, carrying a gun. Inside the factory, Solanas shot Warhol 3 times, hitting him in the chest, spleen, stomach, liver and lungs. She also shot art critic Mario Amaya, though his injuries were less severe. Warhol was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, and for a time, his life hung in the balance. He was declared clinically dead at one point, but was revived by emergency surgery. The damage was so extensive that he had to wear a surgical corset for the rest of his life, and he lived in chronic pain. The shooting had a profound impact on Warhol, not just physically, but psychologically and artistically. After the incident, he became more reclusive and cautious, withdrawing from the chaotic, open-door atmosphere that had once defined the factory. His art, too, shifted. While still bold in concept, it took on more somber, reflective undertones in some cases. The event marked a clear dividing line in his life, before and after the gunshots. Valerie Solanas turned herself in shortly after the shooting and was arrested. She was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and spent time in psychiatric institutions. Her manifesto and the attack on Warhol later became the subject of debate, analysis and dramatization. But for Warhol, the trauma was deeply personal and long-lasting. The incident underscored the volatility of fame, the blurred lines between art and life in Warhol's world, and the unpredictability of the era's underground scene. It also made Warhol more cautious, perhaps more mortal, in the eyes of those who had seen him as a detached and untouchable cultural icon.